Egregious. Egregious. Egregious.
Gracious. Egregious. Egregious. Egregious.
Egregious. Egregious. Egregious. Egregious.
Egregious. Egregious. Egregious.
Egregious. Egregious. Egregious.
Egregious. Egregious.
Eligious. Eligious. Eligious.
Egregious. Egregious. Egregious.
Egregious. Egregious. Egregious.
Egregious. Egregious. Egregious.
Egregious. Egregious. Egregious. Religious. Religious. Religious.
That is the word on the street for us tonight. And Willis, you've had some of our viewers there trying to pronounce that word correctly. Can you perhaps demystify it for us? Is it egregious or egregious?
Neither of those, pronunciations, Yusuf. It's a tricky word. In fact, in the first place, that is an adjective, and it means extremely bad, extremely bad. Now, E-G-R-E-G-I-O-U-S, dear viewers, you pronounce it as egregious, egregious. So you can talk of egregious behavior.
Fantastic. Thanks for that. Our next word, let me just spell it for our viewers there. It's H-A-Y-W-I-R-E, Willis.
Oh, that means to stop working correctly or to become out of control. You say haywire.
Haywire.
Haywire. And that word is used in the idiom, yes, haywire. Haywire. So you say to go haywire. That is to stop working correctly or to become out of control.
Amazing. Thanks for that. And the next word, the meaning is when it's able to be hammered or presented into a shape without breaking or cracking. You refer to that as being malleable?
Yes, that is the word Yusuf. That is M-A-L-L-E-A-B-L-E. You say malleable, malleable. You can have that consonant cluster of bull, but you can also say ball with the weak sound O, what we technically call a sure. So malleable or malleable.
Malleable. Over to our next word. Let me spell it out. A-B-S-T-R-U-C-E. Shall I give it a try?
Should it be U-S-E or U-C-E? Yes.
Yes. Is it abstruse?
Yes, that is abstruse. You have the primary stress on the second syllable. You say abstruse, abstruse. What we should avoid is strews, strews. Many people find themselves saying abstruse, but you say abstruse. That is something that is difficult to understand. That's like you may talk of an abstruse argument. It may not be very easy for somebody or for you to follow it. That is abstruse.
Yes, correct. Now, let me spell the next word for our viewers.
Yes.
It's L-A-C-H-R-Y-M-O-S-E, Willis.
Oh, that is having a tendency to cry easily. That is being tearful.
Yes.
You say lachrymose, lachrymose.
Lachrymose.
And Yusuf, for the sake of our learning, and since I always say on TV that nobody, not even Willis, is perfect when it comes to issues of English phonology or any other language, we should remember that when you are calling that letter, you say H, H. You don't say H. That breath puff is not there. Yes, that way.
That's
you say
why we
H.
have you, Willis.
When you are saying it as an, it's a name.
Yes.
It's a name, and the name is H. But when you have the sound like in the word hospital, you can use that breath puff so that you say, hospital. But as a name, you say H, like in H-I-V, H-O-D. Yes, that way, brother.
Thank you for that.
You say lachrymose.
Lachrymose.
Yes.
Lachrymose. I think we've seen a lot of that in Russia.
Yes.
when one of the teams there were knocked out. That is Uruguay, I believe. We've seen a lot of teary faces there in Russia. Now, over to our next word. Let me spell it for our viewers. M-A-M-M-A-R-Y. Mammary?
Oh, yes, that word which is commonly used in biology. You say mammary. Now, what we should avoid is saying memory or memory or mammary. We don't have that. Just say mammary, because the first letter A takes what we call the open low front sound ma.
Interesting.
Then the second one is weaker. It's a weak sound mammary. Mammary. So
Mammary
we have
gland,
no
mammary.
sound in that word. Yes, mammary glands. You can talk of mammary glands in biology, Yusuf.
Thank you for that, Willis. And I think you have some more surprise words for us.
Yes, we have the feedback questions, or the questions that have come from our dear viewers and the lovers of KTN. And we have the first one is from Dolphin Nekesa Simiyu of Nakuru. You say obnoxious, obnoxious. Don't say obnoxious. Obnoxious? No. You say obnoxious. But that word means extremely unpleasant. Then Manyeki, Manyeki, you say cock. Cock, C-O-C-K, cock. But C-O-K-E, you have the slight vowel glide, coke, coke, C-O-K-E. Jacqueline Mutisia of Makueni, you say sobriety. Don't say sobriety. Sobriety and propriety. Then we have Anita Kong of Mombasa, you say sincerity. Don't say sincerity. Many people find themselves saying sincerity, but that inflection now has the sounding se, not sia. Sincerity, from the word sincere. Levi Mati, locally we say Levi, but the name is Levi. Mati of Nairobi, you say perception and reception. Dr. J.S. Lumbwa, I think this one of, it must be Kampala something, I saw something like that. Dr. J.S. Lumbwa, the tropical tree is called mangrove. Mangrove. Some people find themselves saying mangrove, which is inaccurate. We have only one O in that word for the tree. That is the tropical tree. Mangrove. Don't say mangrove. Avoid that. Mary Kalombo of Kigali, Rwanda, you say immigrant. An immigrant, not an immigrant. Don't use that diphthong. That is the dual vowel glide. Don't say imai. You say imi. Immigrant, immigration. Christopher Mokaya of Kisii University, alongside Austin Davis and Vincent Ogega, you say, oh, you are praising the program. Keep it up. It's KTN News, and it's Mind Your Language, where you get the correct or accurate pronunciation of English words. Moha Funky of Wajir, and you can also say Wajir, you say excuse, mogul, and beguile. Evelyn Nganga of Nairobi, jeopardy. Don't say jeopardy. There is no glide in that word. Jeopardy, because letter O is silent. Just like the way you say jeopardize. Jeopardize. Leopard, Leonard. Not Leonard, not leopard. Maxwell Ogeto of Embu University, you say university, not ZT. No voiced sound Z. Don't say ZT. Say city, university. Then Lois Anyango Win of Siaya, debtors. Debtors. Don't say debtors. Debtors, no. Debtors. That B is silent. Then we have Zakina Abdi of Kilifi, paraphernalia. Paraphernalia. Kiro Mike of Eldoret, intoxicating. Intoxicating. Richard Omari Amecha and Samson Mbaka Mose of Nyakoe, the first word is weird. Weird. That is W-E-I-R-D. And you say routine. Routine. Then we would go straight to our surprise word for tonight. And many viewers and many other people who use English, especially non-native users of English as a language, may find themselves saying appease, appease. But you have the voiced sound Z, like a Z, for letter S in this word. You say appease, to appease the ancestors, not to appease. So that is my surprise word. But with that, I want to also remind you that you say please, please. Don't say please, please, appease. But the two lower words, or the words below, you say cease, cease. Don't say cease for this word. It is C-E-A-S-E, cease, cease to exist, not cease. Don't use that sound z, what we call the voiced sound. Then you also say release, release, not release, I beg your pardon. You say release, not release. Don't use the voiced sound z, you say release. Now, we come to the confusing words. The confusing words for tonight, we have P-A-U-S-E. You say pause. It has the long sound O and the voiced sound Z. Remember, that long sound O comes from the digraph A-U, which is in this word. The digraph that is a combination of two letters representing one sound. You say pause for the upper word. The lower word is having what we call a vowel glide, a slight vowel glide. You say O, pose. To pose a question to somebody, pose. Don't say to pause. Pause, no. Pause, and the upper one is pause with the long sound O from the digraph A-U. But as I always say, good efforts always result in or result to good management of matters language. Just make an effort, and that effort may take you somewhere, especially when you value what we call clear or effective communication, especially in careers of serious communication. Yusuf, one man called Charles Odongo of Dunga, is telling me he loves what he has listened to tonight, and I would also tell him, keep it KTN News.
Many thanks, Willis, for always educating us on how to pronounce, the English words they had for us. Many thanks, Willis, for that. And that brings us to the end of our program tonight. Many thanks for watching. On behalf of the entire team, bye-bye and have a very good night.